Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. Enjoy the show. Hello again. Today we will be looking at the releases of the top four quarterbacks that are in the game. We will be starting out with a short pass, and then we'll be working down to intermediate, and then a deep pass down the sideline. We'll be looking at them in the instant replay to see exactly what they do have to offer. Um, but I'm very excited to bring this for you out today, and we'll see what we can get going. So the first pass out there, real short. We do have to take just a second to get into the instant replay. I do have to wait until the play does pop up. Okay, so we are looking at the first pass for Donovan McNabb. We just had that short pass over the middle to Terrell Owens, so we can see if he gets it out a little bit low or if he's able to get it out perfectly. So when he does cock back, it does go back quite a ways when he's trying to rear back for the ball. So that is not tremendous. So how far back he does come back is not perfect, but not a lot of wasted energy, and it does come out pretty much straight across. Next pass up is that intermediate route. We'll be wishing for the best. McNabb is one of my favorite quarterbacks to play with, but if he does have the slowest release, which is kind of telling as of the beginning of this, we might have to change that up a little bit. And we are looking for the second pass for McNabb, that intermediate one. Another gun, but this is pretty far down the field. Trajectory is not great, and he does reach back quite a bit for that. So yeah, when he is gunning it out there, he is going to reach back quite a bit. So that can be a little bit of a misnomer and not the best thing for McNabb. Have a deep pass out to for Andre Reed. Let's see if McNabb can get it there for him. And it might just be the way that he throws that deep pass, because that one actually looked a little bit better. And definitely pulling the ball back and gunning it in there might wing it back a little bit further, but then it takes a little bit longer for the ball actually to get there. Michael Vick has been famous for having that quick release all year. Like I had said, Michael Vick has had that quick release all year, but we'll see if McNabb can compare to him at all. So he didn't have to, we'll get that straight across. Does reach back a little bit, but obviously is lofting it out there, so is going to have a little bit better of a trajectory away from potential middle linebackers and people jumping up to snag that ball. But I really did like that pass better than the previous ones. So I really do think his deep ball might be a little bit better than some of the other quarterbacks, but we'll have to see. The next quarterback that we have to look at today is Patrick Mahomes. We'll have that short pass over the middle and see what we can do from there. So with Mahomes on that first pass, a little bit of a catch off to the right, but still pretty stable. A little bit more of a wind up there with McNabb just straight back and straight there. So it might be something to look at with a couple of these other quarterbacks. Did have to reach back, but reached more up than all the way back. So that was actually pretty quick and a little bit quicker than what McNabb did have for us. Just comparing those two to start off with. When comparing McNabb, Mahomes, Vick, and Lamar Jackson, I do talk about McNabb and Mahomes a little bit more together because they are a little bit more of the pocket passers, and Vick and Lamar are more of the passers down the field. So we have Mahomes backing up here, gonna have that medium route, And I do actually like his windup better. That was a tight pass. Trajectory definitely was low for that one as well, so it wasn't necessarily a loft at all. Definitely was getting that pass in there, and he didn't wind up nearly as much. It was just more of a half cock, and it's out. And Mahomes has the arm for that, so definitely like what I have seen with Mahomes a little bit more. And we have one more here with Mahomes, and we will be switching it up with the quarterbacks. To be honest, the way that looked in the pocket looked awful good as well. So here we are with that last pass. If I did not say that correctly earlier, Mahomes and McNabb, definitely the pocket passers. Vick and Lamar Jackson, definitely the scramblers. If I did say that incorrectly, they all throw the ball really well, so can't necessarily say they aren't the good downfield passers. But we do have Mahomes here. That one last pass and gas down the field. And that is another quick, nice wind up right there. I think they were talking about in Madden 20. It will be similar. I am excited to talk about some of the rookies that came out. And this is part of the reason why we get a little bit of a heads up on some of the quarterbacks you might want then also. But definitely love the way that Mahomes throws the ball. Wish he had a little bit more speed, but the quickness of his release is absolutely magnificent. We are back again to look at Lamar Jackson's quick release over the middle and see what he looks like compared to a couple of the other top 4 gunslingers in the game. That actually seemed really fast as well. I thought that one might be a little bit slower, to be honest, but that looked really tight. So we have him there, and Terrell's a little bit further down the field. That actually did take a second, and the trajectory was not great either. That actually seemed a little bit over the top throw. Oh, but by the time he releases it, it almost seems like he's throwing it down. So yeah, that's not a great release, to be honest. Definitely if you're scrambling, getting to the sidelines and tossing it around, that can be something you can work with and do a good job of. Seemed like it was quick, but just the functionality of that is not great. And he's thrown the ball down as he is getting rid of it, so that is not ideal as well. You need to be getting that over the linebackers, so that might be what we are fearing with Vick as well, but hopefully not. So here we are again one more time, looking for that intermediate route. Have that a little bit further down the field out to Moss. And we are looking a little bit more closely at that middle route to Moss. Again, that looks like almost a slant route, but that is just a gun over the middle. About 5 yards, maybe 7 yards further than what that one's pass was. Yeah, because I didn't take any steps back, but yeah, again, that's not the best release. That one looks a little bit more natural than the ones previous, but that is coming down as well. Needs to be coming up with that a little bit. Has a nice follow through anyway, but I'm sure that'll get better as he gets better in real life, but that is not the perfect release for a pocket pass. And thankfully I do have conductor on all these guys because I did play with them well enough at some point, so thankfully we can get those audibles in, but let's see what we can do down the sideline. Lamar does actually have a pretty solid gun out there to the side, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. Looked like it was half cocked again. So we have Lamar here, and we are going to try to toss the ball down to Andre. First 2 passes have not been perfect. His deep ball does look a little bit better. And yeah, his deep ball actually looked really, really good. So I feel as if in real life he'll probably be pretty accurate down the field as well and just struggle in some of those middle passes. So definitely not the perfect pocket passer, but terrific scrambler and can throw those deep streaks when people get open. Can definitely throw those underneath routes as well. You just don't want to be tossing over those linebackers. And we are down to our last quarterback. We have Michael Vick, our lone left-handed man. We are going to be throwing that short route first to Terrell Owens. So let's see if he can fare a little bit more than, or a little bit better, excuse me, than what Lamar did. Did get it complete. That was a little bit tighter than some of the other passes. There has been talk of Vick having a quick release all year. Excuse me, did not quite wait long enough on that. Thankfully, that was the first one we had not. Got to flip to the other side. So that being a little bit tighter, and talk has always been about him being able to get the ball a little bit quicker, but trajectory is not the best, but that actually looks really solid and did not go back very far as well. That's actually my favorite short throw so far. That looked really, really good. So very excited to see Vick start out that way. Let's see what his next pass will look like. Again, we'll be going over there to Moss. Might be able to get it 5 to 7 yards deeper more of an intermediate pass. Thankfully, again, that did actually look pretty good. So people have been talking, obviously a lot of people play with Vick, but yeah, really love that throw motion from him. Just no lost motion at all, it's just out there immediately. I don't know if he was able to quite throw like that, because that it has a lot better arc than Lamar Jackson's as well, at least at this point. So yeah, that's beautiful. To be honest, wish I liked playing with left-handed guys a little bit more because that is absolutely beautiful. So have been thrown out to the left side with the right-handed quarterbacks. Will be thrown out to the right side this time with the lefty. And that was the first incompletion, but thankfully we're not looking too close at that. So far Vick has had the best release and has actually had a pretty nice arc on his passes as well. And that, again, is not bad. That does look a little bit awkward throwing down the field, and definitely understand why he loses a little bit of accuracy going for those. But to be honest, after looking at that, if you can deal with Vick's height, he might have the best just in the box ability to throw some West Coast and some mid passes as well. So, in conclusion, Vick probably has the best throwing motion of all the 4 quarterbacks that we have been looking at. Mahomes I really liked as well. Lamar Jackson was the only one that I had a lot of worries about, and McNabb's was a little bit slow. But McNabb's and Mahomes' arcs were pretty solid. Vick's was right up there, probably on par with them as well. But that is what we do have for today. I do appreciate you all stopping in. And this will probably be the last video about these top 4 quarterbacks this year. I'm going to be excited to talk about those top elite quarterbacks that will be going into Madden 20 in the coming year. And we'll be talking about the top 5 rookies that have came out and do similar things, talk about some of their skill sets and what they do well, the same way that I have with these quarterbacks, and try to look at the way they do throw the ball and see how that carries into next year. Take care, everybody. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.